Now, since the time I've been on YouTube, you guys have mostly seen me in caps. Talking about caps, they have majorly been the Supreme caps or the New Era caps with the New York Yankees logo on the front. Now, all these caps are obviously without a doubt from New Era, like you all know. And if you did not, then even the Supreme caps that I usually wear are from New Era because they always have a long-term collaboration running. So they keep coming out in different colorways or different styles. So in today's video, obviously, we are talking about caps. Now, before we start this video, let me tell you that there might be a lot of you guys who are watching me because you like to watch me or you like to watch the videos that I make. But I understand that not a lot of you, or rather not all of you, would be interested in caps because everyone is not a cap person. So for you guys, I would still suggest you to watch this video in full because one of the key points that we are going to talk about today is buying New Era hats from USA. So that will obviously help you in understanding how you can buy things from an American website and ship it to you here in India. So that's one reason for you to watch if you're not really a cap person, other than the obvious reason that is watching me. I'm just kidding. Nevertheless, so the three things we're talking about today is going to be the first step, which is breaking into a brand new hat when you buy them, breaking in the sense getting into the right shape so that you can start wearing it since day one in its perfect form. Secondly, like I said, we'll be talking about how to buy New Era caps in India and whether or not do you actually get it in India or you have to only buy it from outside. And thirdly, I will also be sharing my current cap collection or rather rotation because caps don't really stay as new over a period of time when you keep wearing them. So it changes from time to time. So that's what we are going to do today in this video. That was quite an intro. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Like you all saw, we are not vlogging today. We are doing a sit down video, going back to our roots, going back to the style of videos we used to do, because this is yet another educational video, or sorry, it's not really education, right? Education thodi hai. Informative video, let me correct myself. It's yet another informative video. It's about caps, obviously, like you saw. So now without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. Alright, so like I said, we are going to first talk about cap maintenance, or rather break-in. I'm sorry, not maintenance. So this is one of the brand new hats that I recently ordered some time back. I haven't really happened to wear this one, so I did not bring it in shape, and also I was saving it to show it to you guys first. So let's head into the kitchen. Now this is a hand steamer that is used to iron clothes, but we're not going to iron clothes today because this is not a laundry channel. So let's put this on. So as you can see, when you get a brand new hat, it is mostly pretty flat from the top, and that's not how it looks good. We need to make sure it is a little more curved like this, so it gives the right shape to your head. So this is what we're going to do with the steamer right now. So what you have to do is you have to apply this steam, this area here. So that makes the fabric really soft. So as you do this, you have to shape it like this. So this will give a nice lift to the hat, and eventually you will get it in the right shape. You can show my face also. And eventually you will get it in the right shape. Even this one, for example, is pretty flat. I haven't done the treatment on this yet. Now this is a hat stretcher that you can get from Amazon USA. Again, you don't get this in India. So what this is used for is basically putting under the cap and expanding the cap to make it more like your head shape. Like my head is kind of oval and not exactly round, so this is what it helps in doing. So you have to put this in the cap first. This is how you can stretch the cap. Okay, this brings it in the oval shape that you can see instead of being exactly round. Now after doing this, we will again put the steamer on the cap. So we'll steam this part once again, reshape it up once again. So this basically is how the process works. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to do it. So I'm not going to bore you and show you every bit of it. I just meant to tell you how you could use some things and bring the cap right in the correct shape since day one, instead of waiting for a couple of months, after which eventually the cap takes shape on its own. So yeah, that's how you break in a brand new hat. Alright, so now since we are done with the breaking in of a brand new hat to get it in the right shape so it looks as good as it would after a couple of times of wearing, now let's talk about New Era hats in particular. Now New Era hats are by far the most famous and the most loved caps in the world. So obviously it's a fact that everyone wants New Era hats only because they also seem to get the fit right every time in every sizing. So A lot of you guys have been asking me how to buy New Era hats in India or from where you could buy. So there was a bit of confusion. Last time when I got a stack of my brand new Era hats, I put a story saying that no, you do not get New Era hats in India. But I was slightly wrong because I did not convey it how I should have. You do get a couple of New Era hats in India. That is, I think, on Myntra or one of the e-commerce websites. I am not sure, and do not quote me on that. I have no idea about it. But my point was that the New Era hats that I was talking about that you don't get in India were the 5950 fit specifically and in the New York Yankees logo. So 5950 is a fitted cap that like you can see this one. So this cap does not have adjustable thing on the back, and they just fit to size that you buy them. And talking about snapbacks are slightly different than these. The overall shape is the same, but the snapback actually means the back of the cap which can be adjusted, as it can be snap open or snap back into place. That's what a snapback is. But overall, this kind of shape of a cap is majorly under the 5950 category from New Era. Now talking about buying these caps, like I said, there are some available on e-commerce websites here, but not the ones that I like, so I don't really consider them. The ones that I like, the 5950, the snapback kind of a cap, is not available here anywhere in India. And even if some people must be selling it, or rather reselling it, reselling in the sense purchasing from the company and selling it on retail. Reselling does not mean what we talk about in sneakers. Over here, by reselling, I meant getting the stock inventory from the company and selling it here on retail. So even if some people are doing that privately, it's not really marketed, so I don't really know. But the problem with New Era hats is that they are the most common hats to be replicated all around the world. So I don't really trust buying from any of these underground sellers or things like that. So the only way for me, and what I have been doing until now, is buying straight away directly from newera.com, that is the American website. Now what I do from there is that, see, I have been using my American Express, so I'm not very sure if the Indian cards will work or not. But as far as my experience goes, I don't think it will be a trouble. You can definitely pay from your Indian card, but it has to be a credit card. I'm not sure about the debit card. If it is working, it's going to work with credit card. I don't think debit cards will work, so keep that in mind. Now, when you place an order there, you pay with your Indian card, and what you have to do is you have to put your shipping address as USA, obviously, because that's the American website and they do not ship directly to India. So that is how I order my caps. Now, for people who do not have anyone living in the USA, I'll give you one small little tip today. There are a lot of these companies like MyUS and things like that. They are basically shipment forwarding company, or whatever you call it, I don't know. They are forwarders. They receive the package on your behalf and then they ship it to wherever you want in the world. They don't have any location restrictions. So that is what I've been using. You can do your research, find the best shipping forwarding company in USA. In my experience, MyUS is pretty good. So you can put that address. They give you an address, a local American address, which is under the header of your own name. So it shows like it is your own address. So that is the address you have to use in shopping from American websites, and that's it. Pay from your Indian card and your package gets delivered into your account with the shipping forwarding company. Then from there, you can combine all your packages and ship it using your choice of carrier from the list of options they have, like DHL, FedEx and things like that. And their prices for shipping to India is pretty reasonable. It's not as expensive. So you could do that. So create an account there and reship your items from other American websites to India, maybe all together also. So this is how I've been buying my New Era caps, and this is how you can buy it too. Other than this, if there is anything else that comes up or I am directed towards after putting this video, I will leave a pinned comment below updating you if there is any option available in India who are selling these caps. Now, after being done with this, let's come to the last part where I'm going to show you my hat collection, which I have spread it on the wet grass rug over there in my living space. So let's just head over there and quickly go over all the hats that I currently like to wear. So here is my current cap collection. As you can see, let's start from the back. These are all the New Era basic hats that cost roughly about 3,500 rupees each. Obviously not shipping to India, shipping to US, like I already said in the video. That's in the mustard colorway, that's the navy, that's the burgundy, that's the grey colorway, and this one right here, which is the Travis Scott down colorway. Now moving on, we have these new hats from Supreme once again. You can see the colors. I'm not going to name every color for you. So these are the recently released Supreme box logo 5950 caps from New Era. And then after that we have another Supreme script logo hat that is called a script logo. You must have seen this red one since I've been wearing that for a long time. Now apart from that, there's this one little special hat here which you saw in the Culture Cartel Homegrown India Care package that they sent me. Fortunately, this is also a 5950 and from New Era. So obviously this stays in my collection. And finally, coming down to, oh by the way, the Supreme hats cost roughly about 8 to 10,000 rupees each landed in India. And the best place to buy them is StockX because they have every color, every size and every style that's ever released. Now moving on to the final top 3, my most favorite caps for the season currently, that is these from Chrome Hearts in the black white. Chrome Hearts again in the black colorway. This has F and K instead of only the C and H. So this one goes slightly more expensive. And another one in the camo colorway. So the Chrome Hearts hats are extremely difficult to get because I've spoken about Chrome Hearts in one of the other videos where I bought the hoodie. You can go check that out for details about Chrome Hearts. But nevertheless, these caps retail for I think about 15 to 18,000. I'm not very sure. And they are reselling for anywhere between 35 to 50,000 rupees each. And again, I bought them off StockX because there's no other way to buy it. And even if you find some local reseller in USA who could go to a Chrome Hearts boutique and buy one, he is also not willing to sell it below the StockX price. So that's the fact about it. And they are definitely one of the best hats that fit really well. So anyways, this was my cap collection. Alright then, those were my current favorite hats, the hats that I mostly wear. As you saw, a couple of Supreme hats from there are still brand new with the tags on it because this was my recent bulk purchase, because like I said earlier in the video, the caps don't always stay as new and as fresh since you keep wearing them and you also sweat a lot, and yeah, the wear and tear is pretty fast on caps. So that was my latest bunch, and obviously the Chrome Hearts hats are my current favorites and I actually don't like to wear anything else. But nevertheless, I love caps, so it's okay, it doesn't really matter what brand it is. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below what you feel about this video, and probably do let me know if this did help you or not, or if there's any other question you have regarding this, then feel free to comment below. As you all know, I try my best to reply to every comment. And that's all for today. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on Tuesday with another vlog where we will also be picking the winner for the 2 Jordans. Peace. How do I put this on? कैसे दबाऊं? कुछ हो तो नहीं रहा बहन. हो रहा है आवाज आ रही है.